Traders, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down a beautiful live trade that I took on EURGBP this week. It's the trade I was talking about in the last video. If you guys remember, I was talking about how I was in this trade currently and I couldn't wait to break it down for you all on Sunday. So here we are. Now, before we jump on the charts, I just wanted to quickly go over a new rule that I've implemented for myself with these swing trades / hybrid trades. So I have a rule now that I must be out of my trade by Friday around 11 o'clock. The reason for this is I found myself along my swing trading journey so far holding trades a little too long, and then I end up banking no profit with them. Now, I don't know if this is just the current swing conditions right now, but a lot of my trades within the past 2 months will be going in significant profit. I'll hold them into the next week, and then they'll retrace and either take me out at break even, or they will retrace and be a loss. So I found a sweet spot for myself. I want to be in a trade for 1 to 5 days tops. And that aligns perfectly with the week. So say I get it on a Monday, I want to be out of that trade by Friday at the latest. Now, if I enter a trade on a Friday or a Thursday, yeah, I'll look to hold it into the weekend. But if I enter in the beginning half of the week and I'm in significant profit, then I'm just going to take profits, because what I've realized with my swing strategy and my hybrid strategy that I have now is there are so many opportunities every single week, like so many, it's not even funny. So for me to not just bank profits and move on to the next, it'd be kind of silly rather than holding it. Another thing that I like about this is I'm going into the week fresh each week. That's something that's huge for me because I risk, 1 to 2%. So if I'm already up 2% or I'm in a trade that's running at 2% with open risk still, I'm a little bit more hesitant to enter positions in that new upcoming week because I'm already in a position, right? And there's been times where I'll hold that position and marry that trade, and then a new one will come around, I won't take it, and then the one that I was holding from the week before or the week before that will lose, and then the trade that I wanted to take ends up winning. So this is just kind of a vicious cycle that I found myself sitting in. So to combat that, what I'm going to be doing, like I said, is closing the trade out. And you see it perfectly in this video. This trade is a perfect example of patience and just letting the market do its thing. And it was NFP week, so there was a lot of news. There was also elections for the pound, I believe, which didn't end up doing too much. Momentum for my pair didn't kick in until NFP. But without further ado, I'll jump onto the charts now and break this down for you. This shouldn't be too long of a video, but if you do enjoy it, all I ask is you please drop a like on this video. The last video is doing crazy. You guys are crushing it. We're almost at 60,000 subscribers. We just hit 56,000, I believe, which is nuts. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you want to learn more about how we trade and you like this live trading video, make sure to check out the ARM trading link in the description. I'll pop it up on the screen here and you can check out our packages and see if anything fits you. But now let's jump in. All right, everyone, I just entered, last night I had a pending on GA short. You can see we had a beautiful reaction out of here to start. We retraced here a little bit into New York. Just want to show you the reason behind it. So on the weekly time frame, we have a nice fair value gap down here. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4 weekly lows here right now, resting above this fair value gap. So what I want to see is a continuation of this 4-hour structure that we've kind of been developing, right? You can see right here, lower high, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, expecting another lower high to go and make a new lower low. Pay attention on the hourly time frame because that's where this trade was taken. The corrective nature on the retracements, right? So we had the strong move down, come up corrective, strong move down, come up extremely corrective into this area, ton of liquidity to take out. So hopefully this can take profit for a 2.2 risk to reward. I could hold down into this fair value gap for a little bit more, but I'll be glad, I'll be happy taking this down into these lows here. So that is the GA one, and we will update you along the way. I also took a short position on EG, and this was a 4-hour trade, but I used the hourly for confirmation. So you can see here, we're obviously bearish on EG, right? Very, very bearish, very corrective right here as well. We mitigated the supply zone. And then on the 4-hour time frame, you can see we mitigated the supply zone as well. And then on the hourly time frame where I took this trade, you can see we had this area right here that we pushed up and then we aggressively broke below. So this was my break of structure on the hourly. Enter within this fair value gap right here. You can see we rallied up a little bit into this supply zone. I was going to use the supply zone up here, but I just wanted to use the fair value gap so I didn't over refine. So we'll see what happens. There's a ton of liquidity over here. My target's going to be this week low. I could target down here for a 1 to 3, but I think this first point of liquidity over here is going to be a nice target, and then I kind of can go from there. So let's see what happens with these positions. I'll keep you guys posted. and let's get it going. Hey everyone, so just an update on EURGBP. You can see we had a nice breakdown, creating more sell side liquidity, and we are still within this fair value gap. We tapped into it a little bit, so there is a chance we pop up a little bit higher, but nonetheless we have all this liquidity, which looks very nice. I ended up bailing on GA just because I didn't like how it was moving, and at the same time, if I'm expecting GBP to be strong, I can't, expect it to be weak over here. And although it could work out, both could work out at the same time, it's okay. I'm happy with my decision. As for this pair, I'm really hoping we can clear these lows into these equal lows. And depending on how we come down, I may end up extending my target, like I said earlier. It just depends on the movement down. We do have some news let me just check right now. We have some news today. So we have PMI at 9:45. And then we have, PMI's at 10. And then we have ECB President Lagarde speaking at 10:15. And then we have FOMC meeting minutes at 2. So there should be a lot of movement today in terms of volatility should be there. And it should be good. So I'm going to cut that here and we can, wait and see what happens. And I'll update you guys along the way. All right, guys. So I'm just in my kitchen right now on my laptop. And the MacBook has a beautiful camera. So I can film these bad boys anywhere now, which is awesome. But let's take a look at EG heading into NFP. Right now, we are starting to push to the downside after sweeping this high up here. You can see London session ran this London session high from a couple days ago. And then we are starting to push to the downside. We have this massive trend line below us that I'm hoping we can take out with NFP. I'm targeting these equal lows, but we very well, if we're correct on this trade, we very well could run all the way down here for like over a 1 to 3, but I'm just going to target these equal lows, clear draw on liquidity, because we could easily run these lows here and then have another retracement. And I would just rather, be out and be ready for the week ahead. All right, guys, so NFP is in 15, 20 seconds. Let's see. All right, so hopefully EG can continue to the downside. That would be ideal here. We did just stab at this trend line. I'm hoping we can get the movement we want down into these equal lows. I have this set, but this is my full take profit down here. Hopefully that can hit today. That would be ideal. I only need another 30 pips, so maybe we can hit that. But I'll keep you guys posted. All right, beauties. So I ended up getting out of EG down here. It's the Friday, okay? So I don't want to hold this into the weekend anymore. I want to be in my trades for a week. So I got in this thing on Monday, and I want to be out Friday. So if it goes further, that's awesome. But I just want to go into the week fresh. So I did risk 2% on this trade. So I made just over 2% because I closed out at just over 1 hour. So I made 2% on this trade, about 2.2%. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll pop that up on the screen here. And I took this on multiple accounts. So good trade overall. And I will be fresh and ready to go on Monday. So, all right, so I'm going to pass this to Future Mac and he can get on with the rest of the video. All right, beauty. So I hope you enjoyed this live trading video. If you did take value from it, please smash that like button. Comment something you enjoyed about the video. If you're new to the video, subscribe. And what do I say at the end of every single video? Let's be 1% better every single day. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.